Hello everybody, welcome back to Same Spirit Gaming. My name's Matt.
And I'm Jordan.
And we got more Sonic Frontiers. Seems like we're pretty much just going around getting the Chaos Emeralds on this island and maybe talking with Sage a little here and there.
I did more of an energetic intro because the last one I was like, I don't know what I was thinking. I was just too unenthusiastic. I'm Jordan. Ready? Go! It's the light dash.
Yeah, but I guess it was supposed to be the light speed dash and then stomp out of it and and then immediately dash again.
Now you're in cyberspace, but it's red this time and kind of like chemical plant.
Alright, come on. Red ring, there we go.
We might get a little bit more snow here. We got another kind of winter storm, very cold wave. If you call a heat wave, what do you call it when it's a cold wave? I don't have a word for that.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
You usually just end up hearing, like, cold front from the weather people.
Cold front. But yeah, that's exciting. Except that my boss wants me to come into work tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes.
What? How did I mess that up? I am confused. I pressed it with, like, the same timing I always do. Yeah, well... I'm probably heading for some colder temperatures. In fact, by the time this gets out, I might already be in colder temperatures.
Yeah, so okay, how does your new place differ I mean, I know it's going to be a lot different, but like, do you get a lot of snow up there? I don't know if you wanted to say where you are, but you're moving more.
Yeah, so I'll be in Pennsylvania, which it definitely gets more snow. Like,
okay,
really,
like every year.
I think more so on the western part of the state than the east. East still gets some, but it's not as crazy because you don't have, like, lake effect stuff going on in the east like you do in the west.
Okay, gotcha. D? The heck? I don't feel like you did that bad.
Well, it was... I mean, maybe the, you know, the... What am I trying to say? Maybe having to restart part of it contributed to that.
Okay, so Pennsylvania gets, like, snow regularly every year.
Yeah, like, there's at least a little bit of snow every year consistently.
Okay.
Not like Texas, where it's like, maybe we get snow this year.
I've never lived in a place like that. Everywhere I live, it's like you get 1 or 2 snows per year. And they're very little. Except when they're not little. I don't know. I moved to Tennessee and everyone was like, it never snows here. Never. You're never going to see snow again. And then, like, every year that I lived there was some huge snow. And they're like, no, this never happens. I promise, this never happens. Sure.
How did I get hit by those spikes when they weren't even out yet? This dude means business.
Hitboxes, how do they work?
Okay, well, Silver Hammer defeated.
Nice.
There was a red one in a different part of the map.
Different island or different part of this?
Different part of Ouranos Island.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Oh, you already finished that
Yeah, that was a map thing that I already did.
one? Okay.
I'm just working my way to more of the portals that I have found, but haven't actually, you know, like, done the
Yeah.
missions. I'm gonna skip past those guys.
I finally made some homemade cold brew, and I have to say, I don't know what Starbucks is doing, but their cold brew is not good. Like, the Dunkin' one is good when you add flavoring, but I just have never had a Starbucks cold brew that I like. And it's not that hard to make it, so I don't know what the problem is. I mean, I don't like Starbucks coffee either. Why am I talking about this? You don't like any coffee.
Hey, you are free to like things that I don't like.
What? But we're Same Spirit Gaming. We have to agree on everything.
Do we not have a verse quoted within our channel description that says we don't?
That was in the contract you signed. No, I'm kidding.
I'm like, contract? That's the first I'm hearing of a contract.
Yeah, you know that thing you clicked past when you accepted? No, I'm kidding. Did you hear about that Disney Plus situation where the guy signed up for a Disney Plus trial? He never even, like, did the membership or anything. He just signed up for the trial. And then he went to Disneyland and something happened at Disneyland and he couldn't sue Disney because he signed up for the Disney Plus trial years before. They're like, well, you accepted the agreement when you did the trial. Oh man. I'm laughing, but it is sad. It's actually sad.
Yeah, it's crazy, this stuff
Yeah.
people could get into unknowingly.
Yeah, it's sad. It's all I can
Sometimes it's quite problematic. I don't really want to talk about my recent example. But I have very personally and very recently experienced some of the craziness of what you can get into
say. Yeah.
if you're A, not careful, and B, don't read the fine print on things. Mine was more so the former than
Yeah.
any fine print being involved.
Yes, but it all applies the same.
I will just say this, in case anyone else encounters something that seems similar, yeah, there is no such thing as a business Zelle account. If anybody tries to tell you there is, don't fall for it.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, I don't use Zelle very much, so, like...
Well, I had
Someone
literally
told-
only used it to pay my rent before. I had never actually, like, received payment from anyone else through it.
Yeah, same here. I paid a guy to move my car cross country. Not a guy, a trucking service, and I paid through Zelle. It sounds really sketchy if I just say a guy. That was a service. But the guy who dropped off my car was Russian, and he barely spoke any English, so it still was sketchy.
Yeah. But yeah, also, selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace is just, figuratively, the worst.
Yeah. Every time I've done it, it's been like, I say cash only, and so I haven't really dealt with anything electronic. But it also hasn't been like a lot of stuff. I've only done it like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. It's just too bad that people try to take advantage of other people like that. I've seen some of the like Indian call scamming things where I don't know if you've seen like the guy who like messes with them and scams them back.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily the guy you're thinking of, but I've definitely heard of somebody doing that.
Yeah, there's some guy, his whole channel is just dedicated to like reversing the scam. Although I don't know if it's all real. It might be faked, some of it. It'd be easy to fake. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff is fake these days.
Yeah, I guess whoever I heard that kind of thing from, it was almost more described like it was a comedy bit than...
Okay, yeah, that would make sense.
I need to get more portal keys, yay. Which means I gotta go somewhere totally different on the island.
This is a random question.
No matter how cool it looks.
Are you on Windows 11?
I don't think so. Well, my newer laptop is, but my desktop is not.
Okay.
I'm a little surprised it didn't do the, like, kind of forced upgrade kind of thing like it seemed to do getting into Windows 10.
Yeah.
But
because when
it seemed more like it was just gonna stop supporting, I don't know, security updates or things like that.
Yeah, they're gonna stop doing updates for Windows 10, so it's like over. But if you look at a recent Steam survey, I think over 40% of people who use Steam are still on Windows 10. So people are like,
yeah,
you're just gonna leave all those people in the dust? Because here's the weird thing, and the kind of the problem is you can meet the hardware requirements like the memory, processor, all that stuff, but if you don't have this new hardware with a TPM module, like a special security chip, you won't be able to upgrade, even if you have like a super juiced up computer that's so many years old. So yeah, I mean, basically, if you don't have one of those new things, you're left in the dust. You can install Linux. That's like the option many people are talking about, but not everybody wants to do that. So I think there's going to be a lot of Windows 10s that just survive out in the wild. I don't know. I don't like Windows 11 as much. It's like so clunky, and I've already complained a lot on the channel about it.
Yeah, I've heard a bunch of people comparing it to Vista.
Yeah, they say every other Windows is good, and we are currently on the not good one. But I don't know if that's going to hold true anymore, because I think Windows 12 is going to be centered around AI, and so it's going to have way higher system requirements. That's kind of the direction Microsoft is going.
Wait, no. Red ring. Yeah. Well, you mentioned a previous thing looking kind of like Chemical Plant Zone.
Yeah, this is way more.
Yeah. Oh, hello. I'll take that. Another red ring.
Well, this might be a good time to get into the passage of the day. I don't know, what do you think?
I mean, I don't think it's ever a bad time.
All right. This is a passage that you have read before, Matt, for sure, and we possibly have read even before that. And for some reason, I don't know why, Bible Gateway has it all in italics right now. Like, there's not. I looked up previous chapters and stuff, and they're not in italics, but this, for some reason, is. I don't know if they're trying to say something or what, but anyway. Okay, so this is. I guess first let me give a little context. So last episode, I talked about a controversial Super Bowl ad, not a super ad, where basically the message boiled down to Jesus gets us. He gets us. While being a true statement, they focus. We kind of discussed how they really, this group that made the ad only focuses on one aspect of God, whereas there's many aspects that you should focus on. And so this is another aspect that I believe this group is ignoring. And so, yeah, here we go. This is John chapter 8, 2 through 11. Oh, yeah, 2 through 11. At dawn, he appeared again in the temple courts, where all the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach them. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. Now what do you say?" They were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. At this, those who heard began to go away one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left, with the woman still standing there. Jesus straightened up and asked her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" "No one, sir," she said. "Then neither do I condemn you," Jesus declared. "Go now and leave your life of sin." And I think when you were talking about this, you emphasized that it was the older ones first who left, kind of because they understood things better and they were showing an example. And
because they had more life lived and more sin to reflect upon.
Yeah. And so I want to focus more on that last verse there, but I can't read just that last one without the context of the first one. So the last verse, Jesus says to her, "No one has condemned you." "No one, sir." "Then neither do I condemn you. Go now and leave your life of sin." So there's two things he says that are really important. Jesus does not condemn us for our sin if we believe in him. At the same time, that second part is also very important. Go now and leave your life of sin. So while he understands us and does not condemn us, we also need to do kind of in return for him, because we need to love him as well. Leave our sin and leave our lives of sin, and not continue doing that. Extremely important, and it is a consistent character trait of God through the whole Bible, Old Testament and New. There's multiple points in the Bible that talk about this, and multiple points in the Bible that Jesus talks about this. I just picked this one because it seemed like the most straightforward, but
yeah,
that is a character trait of God that you cannot ignore. I guess that's the point I was trying to make. If you want further discussion about the ad and everything, you can go to our last episode, but
yeah, well, related to that, and I guess, expanding also on just a phrase I'm pretty sure I've used or mentioned once or twice here on the channel. You know, there's a saying that, you know, basically, I guess I'll just say the saying and then try and explain it after. But, you know, it goes, come as you are, but don't stay the same.
Oh, nice. I like that.
And I guess in regards to the previous discussion on the Super Bowl ad and whatnot, he gets us people are like really super focused on the come as you are part of it.
Yeah.
Much less so on the don't stay the same aspect.
Right.
Some
exactly.
people overemphasize the don't stay the same part of it.
Right.
To the point where they make it feel like people cannot come as they are to start off with.
Right, right. Exactly. Yeah. Is that a Bible verse?
No,
just
that
like
is not.
I mean, it is a good what do you want to call it? Not summarization, but a good kind of explanation, description of what we all should do. Come as you are, but don't stay the same. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. No Christian's gonna tell you it's easy. Like you might struggle with the same sin your whole life, no matter what, as a Christian. But the point is, you're trying to turn away from your life of sin, and that effort, that constant effort every day, will also keep you close to God because you're doing that for Jesus. Yeah. I feel like if you just never grow and you do stay the same, well, it's like, why? You might feel like, why do I even need Jesus? I don't need his forgiveness. I don't need any of this. So, like, why would you want, to be one with this God? Yeah. That's another problem I've heard is like, a lot of people say, "Oh, you're perfect as you are. You're perfect just the way you are." I hear that phrase used a lot, or I have heard it used a lot. And it's like, I completely disagree with that.
Yeah.
Like 100% and forever. Nobody is perfect as they are.
Now, God still loves you despite your imperfections.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
But, the type of faith that saves, and this might actually be sort of a summary of a Bible passage, the type of faith that saves should bring you essentially to a greater desire for Jesus and for his ways.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you just brought up a really good point. Faith is like a complicated thing. You said like the type of faith that, XYZ. There's not just like, oh, I believe and that's it. Like I've heard some speakers say like, just because you believe doesn't mean you're saved, because demons believe that Jesus is the Son of God.
Yeah.
But they are against him. So it's more than belief. It's faith, which is more than that.
Yeah.
Which might be another kind of...
crud.
Might be another... maybe that's something we should have touched on in the last episode, is like that ad advocates for belief, but it doesn't seem like it's advocating for faith. And that's like extremely important, and a difference that many people might not understand or realize. Because I think a lot of people interchange those two words. Okay, you got the last red ring.
Yeah, I've been redoing this just to try and get more of the vault keys, because I think I've pretty much been to all the portals at this point, and I still need to get more keys. Okay, so I got all the red rings that time. And I keep leaving after each attempt because I'm like, okay, do I have enough rings now? Okay, got one vault key. Alright, vault was unsealed.
Yay.
Got the yellow emerald now.
I mean, it is the last island. It's going to be a little harder.
Yep. So I've got 3 of the emeralds already. And I don't think this is too much of a spoiler. I know at least one of them comes from Eggman by the end.
What?
I mean, he did say in the one scene that, like, he was gonna need Sage's help to track them down because, quote, Sonic won't be fast enough.
Yeah, it would be kind of sad if Sonic just got them all anyway.
Okay. Emerald number 4.
Woo!
And there's just more getting keys from portals.
But he hasn't danced in this island yet. What the heck?
Because we haven't been getting any of the emeralds from helping the Coco. That's the main thing. It's different. I'm literally only missing like 1 or 2 keys from each portal. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Are you going to go finish all of them?
Hey. I don't necessarily think I have to, but
No, I don't think you have to.
I'm still gonna have to get more. You know, I bet you I will need to get all the missions for at least a couple of them, though. Because when you clear all the missions for a given portal, you then get 3 extra vault keys.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. You'll probably have to do that for one.
I am like hard focusing on ring capacity. Trying to prep for the other stuff. I'm like, should I go back to the one I was just doing? Now that I've maybe gotten a little more familiar with it.
What's the last key you need? The rings or S rank?
It's the S rank.
Okay. Well, you weren't trying that hard to get S rank, so it shouldn't be too hard.
But, oh, hello.
Uh-oh.
Man, I remember it was taking me like 5 or 6 hits for these before.
Your strength has improved greatly.
Yeah, indeed it has. Okay.
I'm really sad that
Was
Dauntless
this the same one I was just doing? I don't know.
is bad now.
Alright, well, after this, we'll probably have to end the episode.
All right.
Okay, yes, this is the one I was just doing.
Go fast. Gotta go fast. I'm not bombarding you with biblical questions. Now you can focus.
Hello. Don't want that. No, don't want that either. Doggone it.
You're good, you're good. Keep going. It's not that stringent, I hope.
Eh. Some of them. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe? I think maybe 120 was it? I don't know. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, nope, that's an S rank. Okay. Oh, 140
Sick.
was.
I was thinking of a different one then. Nice job. Nice job.
Hey. Alrighty. Still thinking that might not be enough for the next Chaos Emerald, but we'll see. See, now
Okay.
it mentions getting the 1 for the mission, but then
Yeah. Okay.
the 3 additional.
Got it.
And now I'm still gonna need some more. Well, what do you think, Jordan? Should I save that for next time or work on that in between?
We can save it for next time. I think we got, because you have 4 more Chaos Emeralds. 3 more?
3
If you
more.
count egg bands. Yeah, so we probably got 1 more episode of Emerald searching.
And then maybe
I
it'll
don't
be
know.
1 more episode for the original ending.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll leave it up to you, but
Alright, well, anyway, that'll do it for this one. Hope you all
Yes.
enjoyed. No, I don't want to fight you. I'm wrapping up a video. Go away.
obviously not a fan. SSG fan.
You stray from the
Oh, and then there's this weird area
What the
that it's
heck?
like, I just can't... There's just
Oh.
this area, I can't get into it. Maybe it's a just for now I can't kind of thing, or I don't know.
Wow, I didn't know that. That is very strange.
But anyway. Alright.
Huh. Okay.
Y'all subscribe so you don't miss anything.
Yeah, we'll leave that mystery for everyone to ponder. Alright.
And yeah, hopefully we'll see you soon. But for now, goodbye everybody.
Goodbye.